Buckmeister Village, your boy Buckmeister, twice the night that you were used to shell blimps, and then today we are talking Batman and the Long Halloween Part 2. So hi, if you're new here, my name is Buckmeister Cool from Meister Geek Media. I talk all sorts of geek media, from the comic books and the superheroes to the animes, the mangas, and the sci-fis, and all of that good stuff. So if any of that sounds cool to you, please feel free to tickle that subscribe button and that bell button so you'll never miss a video. So let's get into this. Okay, I gotta say that this was a pretty enjoyable experience for me. All of my complaints are just, nerd boy, fan geek, this it's just fanboy complaints about this thing. That's all. And I'll address them, but they're not like big major points or anything. It's not like big issues. And I just gotta say that up top, because when I do bring them up, people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, you're such a bad fanboy." Yes, yeah, yeah. And but let's talk about everything that was good, which is mostly everything in this. Okay, voice actors, they don't come to play, man. They did their thing in this. Jensen Ackles is a solid Batman. He's on my list. He's I think in my numbers of Batman voices, I would put him maybe number 5. Maybe number 5, somewhere there. I'll have to consult my list, but I think he's number 5, which is a pretty solid entry. He did a really good job with Bruce Wayne, and he did a really good job with Batman. I really liked his voice acting. And I have to say this, all the Batman haters, please watch this. All you Bat haters, please watch this, because Batman is not OP in this. If you want to see Batman get beat up, if you want to see Batman get stolen, as they say in the States, if you want to see Batman get mamatad, here is the movies for you, because he is semi-competent. He's not fully competent. People are getting the jump on him, and this is my fanboy nerddom, fan rage complaint. All right, it's not a big detraction from the story. It's not something that takes away heavily from the story. It was just something where in the back of my mind I was going, I've seen Batman defeat people way more skilled than the people that are defeating him in this. Like, people get the drop on Batman where they should not, and I was just like, okay. But at the same time, this is very much a younger Batman, by the way. Like, this adaptation, this Batman is inexperienced. It might be like maybe his second year, maybe he's 28, 29 in this story. It's possible. I mean, he's built like a brick house, and Catwoman is there. But I mean, it's possible, because like some of the mistakes that he's making, it is kind of refreshing to see, because I mean, Batman does make mistakes a lot, but these kinds of mistakes in this adaptation, he doesn't make them often. So it does show you a very, very raw, very unrefined, but still pretty capable Batman. But yeah, people are getting the drop on him, and they're able to do things to him where I'm just like, I don't know, but you're Batman, because I'm Batman. Remember Batman? Catwoman is bae in this. This version of Catwoman, how they did Catwoman in this story, she is amazing. I love this Catwoman. This Catwoman was everything that she was doing for me, I was like, yes, marry this woman. If I'm Batman and this was the Catwoman, which is kind of what Catwoman has become in the comics. I want to go reread some of her comics, because she's got some good comics and everything. And she's also a very interesting character, because she's never been evil. Like, Catwoman to me doesn't belong in the Batman's rogues gallery. She's never been evil. Like, at the most, she's been selfish, at the most. And I mean, at the same time, that's not a very big deal. I mean, if we look at the Gotham Rogues Gallery and we look at everybody's crimes and we stack them up together, Joker's crimes is up here. Catwoman is in the basement. I mean, she ain't killing innocent people. She's saving a lot of innocent people a lot of the time. Man, she's like stealing a rich thing. She's like stealing a thing here and there. She's taking something here, she's taking something there. It's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. If I'm Batman, that is wifey material right there. Catwoman was awesome in this. And the voice actor for her, I'm forgetting the name now. I'm just wondering if it's the lady who tragically passed. Please correct me in the comment section down below. Let me know her name again in the comment section down below. I think I mentioned her name in the part 1 review of the Batman The Long Halloween. I'm forgetting the name now, I apologize, but she did a great job. They do a very good job keeping up the mystery in this adaptation. Like, it's very, very different from the graphic novel, because the graphic novel does the mystery hundreds as well. The graphic novel does the mystery very, very good. But like, also, if you're a person who's read the graphic novel and you're going into this thinking it's going to be like the graphic novel, they make a lot of significant changes. They keep up the mood and the tone, but they make a lot of changes where if you read the graphic novel, you're just like, oh, but that did not happen that way. Okay, this is interesting. Two-Face was excellent. Two-Face is actually a very solid villain. He doesn't get put in enough lists for me, but he is one of the most solid villains that Batman has. And it also Two-Face also gives insight into Batman's psychology in a way that the other villains do not. Because yes, Joker is there to test Batman's moral fiber. Riddler is there to test Batman's intelligence. Bane is there to test Batman's physical, endurance, or, test him physically. That's the phrase I was looking for. But Two-Face is the moral conundrum, because a lot of people will say Batman should just kill the Joker. But I mean, that would also require him to kill Two-Face, because Two-Face has got a lot of bodies in the comic books. He's got a lot. He's up there in numbers. Him and Joker might be neck and neck at this point. But the thing is that Harvey Dent was a good man who was corrupted by a system that let him down time and time again. So if we apply some of that to the Batman's rogues gallery, it could be said the same. Like, you saw Joker's origin, or supposed origin, in Killing Joke. The comic book, not the movie. Don't watch the movie, is trash. The comic book is great. But I'm just saying, it's the thing that Batman has vowed to fight crime, right? And to fight the corrupt Gotham legal system, or the corrupt Gotham system, because it's corrupt from the top down. Like, that's the thing. So if he's trying to fight this and instill laws and all of that stuff, and instill some sort of order in Gotham via the Batman mantle that he's using, he's gotta kind of play by some rules. So Two-Face really challenges Batman's psychosis in that way, because it's legitimately a thing of two minds. Because it's like, how do you fight crime legally while still trying to instill some order in Gotham? But then, how far do you go, type of thing? You end up being in two minds about it. I did not mean to make that pun, but there you go. So Two-Face, again, is fantastic villain. And he does really, really speak to the psychosis of why Batman is the way that he is. And people also, you need to remember that Batman's history with Two-Face is not like everyone else's history with Two-Face. So Batman also feels responsible for somehow creating the environment that created Two-Face. It's a really interesting thing, and they do explore it really well in the graphic novel and in this adaptation. I did really like how they did it. And yeah, man, kudos to Two-Face. He is my third favorite. Yeah, he's my third favorite Batman villain, honestly. The twist in this is really good. Like, it's good in the comic book. Again, I will say that I enjoyed the graphic novel much more than the adaptation. I enjoyed that more. Like, I reread that and I still get chilled, even though I know what's going to happen. And the first time I read it, I was like, what? But like, yeah, the twist that they do in here, it's pretty close. Like, I still enjoy the graphic novel. I still enjoy the graphic novel more, but like, this twist was like, I did not see that coming. Okay, Long Halloween, you got me. And they do a little bit of a breakdown. They have a little bit of a soliloquy, although it's a meaningful soliloquy. You know what I'm saying? It's not something where they're just talking for the sake of talking. So yeah, they do that and they break it down, and you're just like, oh my gosh, that is quite, hey, because like the twist and the way it lines up and how that person could have done what they did, it's like, that makes a lot of sense. I got to give it to you there. Hey. That was a good one. Again, I liked the comic book more, but this adaptation was good. And DC kills it with animation a lot of the time. I haven't seen like a very bad DC animated thing. I mean, I did not enjoy that the Flash movie where Flash runs to another dimension and runs into Wonder Woman and Jay Garrick and that movie. I didn't enjoy that one too much. The Justice League something, I forget what it was called. It's so forgettable to me. But like a lot of their movies, the non-Batman ones, because they do have some non-Batman ones that are pretty good, and they have ones where Batman is not the main character, even though I still think Batman is the most palatable character in DC, and not for the reasons that people think. But anyway, point being is that I truly believe that the DC live action department needs to start stealing some of the animation department's writers. They just need to do that. They just need to be like, yo, who wrote Long Halloween? Just come over here. Come on. Look at this Matt Reeves Batman over here. Come. Hey. Put it down. Stop with the animation writing. You need some help in this live action department, bro. Because let's face it, DCEU is up and down at best. They need some assistance. They need to call in the all-star team for the writing. They need to do that because of it, guys. I'm telling you, the DC live action, they got some work to do. Although I've been hearing great things about the new Suicide Squad. Is it Suicide Squad 2? Is it the new Suicide Squad? Is it a reboot? I don't know. It's confusing, but apparently it's good. So maybe there's that. But anyway, those are my thoughts on Batman The Long Halloween Part 2. What did you think, my civil? Let me know in the comment section down below. Talketh to your boy. And if you're at this point in the video, I want to say thank you so much for getting to this point in the video. You are spectacular. Now, if you really like this video, I got another one up here. I got a playlist down there. And I got an icon you can click on to subscribe. Remember to ring the bell if you do subscribe. And I'll see you all in another video because my man's got to be out. Peace.